Motherfucker, we in this bitch. Yeah, we back in here. KC the Red Pill Alpha. Y'all already know what it is, man. Like, share, subscribe when you coming in the building, man. Like, share, subscribe when you coming in this building. That's real game, man. Go join the Patreon when you coming up in here. And if you're leaving out, go join the Patreon. During the process of us being in this motherfucker, go join the Patreon. Go check it out, man. And the rest of my social media platforms. I will be doing reaction videos coming up shortly. I'm in the process of working on it and seeing how I can put things together or how I can format shit. You know how we do. How this go, man. You know, Slow process, especially for me. I'm not an internet computer type guy. But let's get to this, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Andrew Wiggins caught lacking by manipulating bitch. Uh. Say he took some time off from the NBA so he can get his mentals together due to the fact of how she put him through a lot of pressure, you know, by him claiming children that's not his. So I don't know how many children he had by her. The sources told me this or whatever, reached out, hit me on the Gmail. Yo, KC, man, you need to do something on this about Andrew Wiggins, man. What's up with this, right? I'm like, damn. So I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna just jump the gun without doing my research. So I go do a little research and sure shit stink. Andrew Wiggins is actually taking some time off from the game, from the NBA, because of his depression, his mental state. Something I never heard of until this new era came about where, this woke system and all this other shit came about, they dumb down the men and feminizing them and shit. He need to go through some emotional time alone. He needs some time alone. He's depressed, you know. And fellas, like I said, if you feeling like hurting or harming yourself over any situation, it can be finances, it could be your bitch, it could be your children, it could be just life, period, and life in general. You want to go out and seek some help, some professional help, so you can get on board, because we all go through things as we wake up. We all go through things as we go along in life. And these things can be very gut wrenching and depressing, man. We all go through them. But the beauty of life, fellas, however, the beauty of life is that you got a second chance to overcome it. If you're not dead, if you're not in prison, and your life hasn't stopped in any one of those ways, you can overcome whatever you're going through. And in Andrew Wiggins' case, there shouldn't be no depression about this. Hey, this should be celebration. Even though you became attached to the woman, even though you became attached to the children, you became attached to the situation in the family, you must understand that these things happen. These things take place. This is not the first time it's going to happen with Andrew Wiggins. The second time it's going to happen with a guy up the street, a guy around the corner, a guy overseas somewhere, right? A lot of men go through this. Not every man, but a lot of men have went through this. Hey, I got brothers. You know, I got a brother that he found out a little later that a child wasn't his. Late like a little like later to where the child's probably 8, 9 or whatever. He found out the baby wasn't his. He bossed up and he moved on with life. He understood what it was, and he had to move on with life. That's the name of the game. That's what we do as men. You know what I'm saying? You don't go backwards. You don't look at your past and look, towards your future like, hell, this is the end of me. No, we don't do that, fellas. That ain't what we do. We keep on pushing, you know. But for the simple fact is, men, us as men, real men, know that deep down, we know that these bitches will pass out that pussy like rice cakes at a healthy party, you dig? At a health convention or some shit. Real talk. That's how it is, fellas, because it's their pussy, just like it's your dick. You pass that motherfucker out when you want to, right? That's the name of the game. That's how it go. You slang that pipe, you do your thing. That's what it is. However, it's always mama's baby and daddy's maybe. And since it's always mama's baby and daddy's maybe, you must, I don't give a fuck how long you've been with her, how long you think y'all had a relationship or what's going on. Get a DNA test. Get a blood test, man. You always want to get a DNA test and a blood test when you out here fucking with these bitches, you know? And especially if you're trying to get in a situation to make a family, you know? You may be on point. You may be upright. You may be honest within the relationship. That doesn't mean that she is. You're not accountable for this woman. Because you lay down and sleep with her doesn't mean that you're accountable for her actions and her every move. That ain't real. And if you think it's real, somebody led your ass down the wrong motherfucking road, or you listen to the wrong person, man. You know, you listen to some kind of simp overlord or some shit. Because that ain't real. You'll never know what's on this bitch mind. You'll never know if this child is really. And hey, look, man, it can be so fucking freaky and creepy. Like, I forgot the name, but it's the word they use for it. Me and my little cousin was talking about this the other day. But it's a word that they use for it to where the kids could come out looking like you. The kids could come out looking just like you, and the motherfucking kids ain't even yours. Ain't that crazy? I forgot the word for that. Hey, when you fellas coming in, hit the like button, man. Show some love by hitting the like button. But the kids could come out looking like you. In Andrew Wiggins' case, I haven't seen, when I did my research, I haven't really fully seen the pictures of the children. But he's in that bond. He's caught up now. Just like a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys caught up like that. You know, going home, fucking with this bitch, making her his bitch, marrying his bitch, being honest, being faithful, trying to be trustworthy, trying to build a bond within this relationship, and come find out these motherfucking kids ain't even yours. These bitches is out here. Is it Michael Madison, Casey? Micro. Are they trying to? I don't really. I know it's I really don't know if it's like micro man. I don't know, man. All I know is that a lot of guys, you know, they think like it's a telekinesis thing. Oh, I'm being honest. Poof, she should automatically be honest. I'm keeping it real. She should automatically keep it real. I'm slinging this dick to her. She should automatically sling the pussy to me. A lot of guys think that way. So by a lot of guys thinking that way, they will go in with the mind frame of thinking that everything's on the up and up. Me and her, we're together. We like Siamese twins. We close as two ass cheeks. A lot of guys think like that, you know. And then they find out later down the road, like I said, like my brother. Yeah, I got a brother. I speak what's real, fellas. I got a brother, you know, my older brother. He found out 9 years later that his daughter wasn't his. 9 years later, his daughter wasn't even his. And she helped raise it. And the girl looked just like him. Favor us. Me and him, we look alike. Favor us. I'm like, how is that so? You know, that's crazy. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's I don't know, but it came out that it wasn't his, you know. And I got other family members, bro. You know, I got a little brother right now. No lie. He's got 3 children, and rumor is that 2 of them it's possibly that it's not his. So I don't know how it's real rumor. Like throughout my family and everything, is some talking going on that these are probably not his children, you know. And I give him the game all the time. I tell him, I preach to him, hey man, you want to go, and now they separated, him and his chick and this girl. They broke up. He stayed in his own place, not too far from me, probably like 2 miles from where I stay. You know, he moved far away from where he was with her down to where he's a little close to me or whatever. You know, I don't know, but he's about 2 miles away, and I told him, look, check this out, man. You want to go down to the Division of Family Service, I don't know, CPA, wherever it is, CPS, whatever it's called in other states, but in Missouri it's called Division of Family Service. You want to go down there and you want to actually file for joint custody because you are stabilizing yourself. You got a job, you got a home, you got 3-bedroom home. You can actually provide the shelter and support feeding and schooling and everything for these children. So you should go for joint custody, man. And that's to keep you on safeguard so she won't backdoor you and try to hit you with the child support because you already paying your part up front. It's joint. It's split between you both. There's nothing stopping you from doing joint custody. In my case, I went to prison. That's what stopped me when I got out. My baby mama was throwing that shit up in the courtroom. He went to jail. He's this. He could be a menace. He probably haven't changed. So the judge went with her bullshit and gave me visitation rights. That's it. You ain't getting no joint. You just gonna get visitation. That was it. You know, they backed me out. My little brother ain't got a record. He ain't ever been in trouble, none of that shit. And he's avoiding what he's supposed to be doing. This is his responsibility, but he ain't, he's like, I'm gonna do that, bro. I'm gonna do that, bro. I'm gonna do that, bro. But he's allowing her to control when she dropped the children off. You know, she want money from him to go and do things when y'all not even together. It ain't supposed to be like that. No, you do for these children. That's what it is. But man, I don't want her to, I don't want her to put. Maybe if you don't want her to do these things, then go down there and block her from doing it. Stop her. But guys, they overlook that shit. And a lot of times, man, it be these dudes with false expectations and hopes that they can get back with the bitch. So they don't want to carry on something that can be a problem and stop them from getting back with her. Sucker shit. Simp shit, man. And that's what it is. So a lot of dudes be managing shit or you know what I'm saying, trying to minimize shit just to be with this bitch or what. I mean, a lot of guys do simp ass shit like that, man. And it's all because they don't have the willpower or the abundance mind to push forward and move on with life to fuck with other women. Now Andrew Tate is talking this depression shit. I'm down and out. I need some time. I'm no real motherfucking man taking no time off from his money. This your job, dog. Go get paid, man. You just got a ring. You just won what they just win last year. You just got a championship, man. Go and show the world your greatness and go and prove to yourself, you know what I'm saying, that you can succeed. Even though it may fuck with you. It may hit you on the back end and hurt you because you are attached to these children. You know, these are supposed to be your children. This is supposed to be your wife on the up and up, and you find out she's snaking you the whole time. She's taking dick from other motherfuckers. She's moving, getting it in. You know, shouts out to Biggie Smalls, where he rest in peace. Where he say, I was off in that ass while he was playing against the Utah Jazz. That's real talk. That's how I go. That's how I get down. Go back and check that Life After Death album out. Biggie talk about that shit. And rumor is that this was supposed to be true. Biggie was fucking Anthony Mason's bitch while he was all playing basketball or traveling the United States doing what he doing that way. You know, and here it is, this street gutter rapper, motherfucker, you know, his former drug dealer Jack Boy here banging your bitch up in the motherfucking, 15th floor, 20th floor or something up in the Manhattan skyscrapers that you pay to put the bitch up in. Yeah. This what goes on, fellas. This is what happens. And these guys don't want to see it that way. And they'll make you the enemy. They will make you the fucking enemy when you schooling them. When you trying to put them up on shit, they'll turn around and make your ass the enemy. And a lot of times how they make you the enemy is go back pillow talking with that bitch about the shit y'all talking about. Turn her against you. Once she turn against you, she gonna go suck him up, give him the asshole, fucking, probably buy him a taco salad or some shit, and then turn around and have him going against you. And all because you're trying to be helpful. That's why you got to watch who you help at the same time, And but back to the Andrew Wiggins shit. He's young. Hey, he's chasing Instagram models just like a lot of young guys, a lot of young athletes, a lot of young rappers and shit. They pretty much doing the same shit. You chasing behind bitches with bottomless pits, cum bucket ass bitches. That's who you chase. That's all they chasing behind. They chasing behind the same, and they paying for it. They putting these bitches in high-end places. They flooding them out with money. They doing everything they can do for these bitches just to keep the bitch around. Figuring like this is the way to hold a bitch down. You come in with your wallet. This is how it is, You lead with your status. That's bullshit, fellas. Because these are the same bitches that have come back and reach back to your average guy like me, like you, and to suck us up. Fuck us. Because they like our edge, the edge we have, our imagery of who we are or whatever we represent. You know what I'm saying? These women like that. That's real talk. You go on Hinge, Bumble, Tinder, any dating app, and I don't care. You can have gold. Like I got permanent gold in my mouth. Some guys don't have gold or whatever. Some guys don't dress and flash and do all that shit. But you African American, you black. You know what I'm saying? You a brother. So we mimic these guys on TV, the blacks, the rappers we look like them. Yeah, we all black, of course. So a lot of those chicks be infatuated with them guys they see on TV. They can't get to them like that, right? Or they jump in them guys' DMs, but they've been overshadowed by 1,000 other bitches that look better than them. And them bitches could be right. You know what I'm saying? Suburban type bitches. Man, these bitches will match with you like a motherfucker, man. Go, fuck you, suck you, do a lot of shit with you, dog. Just because you mimic their favorite rapper. You mimic their favorite football player, their favorite basketball player. You mimic this guy, and they will do that, bro. I'm telling you, man. So this game is real motherfucking deep. You know what I'm saying? And Andrew, how you know Andrew Tate? I mean, not Andrew Tate. Shout out to him and free him. Andrew Wiggins. How you know Andrew Wiggins, bitch, ain't reached back to the hood or to the trailer park, wherever the motherfucker, and end up fucking with a motherfucker? He busting all in her, skeeting in her, nutting in her, and all that type of shit. He giving her that raw dog. He ain't there every time she want to call and shit. Andrew Wiggins, if he ain't on the basketball court, he's answering every call, he's texting, he's in his zone talking to his bitch 24/7. The other motherfucker ain't doing none of that. And he ain't even got the shit Andrew Wiggins got. Real talk. He ain't even got the shit Andrew Wiggins got. He ain't got the money he got, the status. He's nowhere near Andrew Wiggins, But she's chasing behind, going back there, in that nice ass little Bentley Azure or something, going back there getting fucked, from average guys. And that average one ain't my motherfucking baby. I mean, fucked up. And he's going with the win. She can't really get him for nothing. He ain't worth nothing. He ain't on paper, he's just an average guy. He ain't really got it like that. What can she really get out of him? So she gonna put the pressure on Andrew Wiggins. She know these ain't his fucking kids. This bitch knows it's clear as day, but she will put the pressure on Andrew Wiggins because the status, he's financially straight. You know what I'm saying? He's a world-renowned basketball player. Golden State Warriors, a dynasty championship team. So it's like, she hit the jackpot. Now he's talking about he's depressed. Man, get your ass up off your ass and get back on that motherfucking flow, man, and get it in. Let's go, man. Get back out here and get that money, man. Fuck that bitch. Straight up, man. Go through your little problems or whatever, and you should get that shit out in the weight room. You should get your anger and the way you feeling out on the basketball court, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this bitch. You giving this bitch the green light. You giving this bitch the okay. You giving this bitch the ego and everything, man, to see you down. Fuck that shit. You don't want to do that, man. Because a bitch will take that and eat off of that shit, man. And in a lot of cases, fellas, when you down and out and depressed behind shit that you really can't control, the bitch, or it can be a man, any situation, they know that they got you under control because you letting yourself go. And you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's normal to be feeling some kind of way because you thought these children were yours. But at the same time, it's a blessing because you dodged the motherfucking bullet. Look at this fake ass bitch. Look how he's young, man. He could have took this bitch off into his 30s, his 40s, his 50s, and come find out the kid's 20-something, 30-something years old. They get older and these motherfuckers ain't mine the whole time. You been getting hit the whole time. And you can't get no reback. You can't get no money back from none of this shit. You can't. You lost out on all that time. You lost out on all them years, the money and everything. And the only thing she gonna tell you is, I'm sorry. That's it. The judge ain't gonna permit her to pay you nothing back and nothing. No, you just gonna be, you might, nothing. For real, when they get older and you find out ain't nothing for you. You lost out, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, man. But we're gonna talk about let's jump over and talk about this Dr. Dre situation. You know, I just got to shouts out to Dr. Dre, you know, the producer out of, y'all know who Dr. Dre is, man. You know, former NWA producer and group member, former Death Row producer and artist, you know, and CEO, part CEO, co-executive CEO with Suge Knight, you know what I'm saying? He said after 57 years, he finally found his niche of happiness from his wife, from his children, from everybody that try to come around and leech on him. Motherfuckers trying to sue him, motherfuckers just trying to take it. He's 57 years old and he finally found happiness. That should let you know, fellas, that money isn't all that. And we know Dr. Dre been playing with tens of hundreds of millions for ain't no telling how long. And he finally found happiness. This is the shit I'm talking about, fellas. And this is a fucking A-list celebrity, A-list music producer. He's one of your go-to, what they call them motherfucker, he's one of your gatekeepers when it comes to the music industry and entertainment. You did? And he just finally found happiness after all this time. That should go to show you, fellas, that there's a lot of guys in relationships right as we speak that's not happy. And it's not necessarily got to be, you know, it ain't necessarily got nothing to do with cheating or whatnot. I'm not going to throw that out there and say that it got anything to do with cheating. But it's the relationship, fellas. You know, it's you guys actually settling for and submitting to a relationship that you're not comfortable in. But you stayed with this motherfucking relationship. Why? The pussy, that motherfucking fire? The head, the ass, boy, woo, shit, she might know how to make you bust fucking your dickhead with her feet, huh? Something going on, man. I don't know. I don't get it. The key to life, fellas, is happiness. The key to life, before you actually croak over and die and leave this motherfucker, is making sure you fulfill your destiny with everything you wanted to do that benefits you and happiness. And if you're not getting that shit, move the motherfucker over and keep on moving. And this should be a lesson learned to all you fellas out there. At 57 years old, we talking about a man who could have possibly went out here and fucked anything without having to give it some money just because who his name is, who is, you know, the status that comes behind him, his affiliates, his associates, and his goals and his accomplishments and things that he's done. He ain't got to trick on these bitches and give. He's Dr. Dre. He still can get laid by the average baddest bitch for nothing just because he's Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? If that's not happiness within himself, then I don't know what to tell you. You know, if you could just walk around, bitch, oh my God, oh, you like a king, and just melt down and pop them legs open, do everything. What the fuck? Hey, I'm with it. You did? That's not considered happiness to him. What's considered happiness to him is peace all along, because he's got so much chaos and turmoil within his lifestyle and the way he was living and the people he involved in his life. People he was business dealings with Suge Knight and this person, that person, you know, relating his wife, you know, supposedly have hit him for so much money, served him at his grandmother's funeral. I mean, his grandmother's grave site when they was putting her down into the ground after the funeral. Someone walked up and served him some divorce papers and shit. You know, he went through a whole lot of shit. You know, he had a brain aneurysm, had a stroke. Dr. Dre went through some shit behind his unhappiness. And he finally found happiness after 57 years. Why come he didn't find this when he was 21? Why come he didn't find this when he was 30, 40, hell, 50? Damn near 60 you find this? That ain't good, fellas. That's not good at all. That's why you need to get rid of shit that's not serving you right. Shit that don't benefit you in life. Get rid of it. I don't give a fuck if you old, if you know, in your 40s, 50s, and you got children that's disobedient. They probably got a smart ass mouth, talk back. You done did everything. Fuck, cut them motherfuckers off too. Ain't obligated to do nothing for no adults. Fuck them. Cut your bitch off. I don't give a fuck. That's just how it's supposed to be. You want to root yourself in comfort. If you can't put yourself in a place of comfort, fellas, then you're not going to be happy on this earth. Everything going to be down and out, and you can make all the money. You can stay in the nicest neighborhoods and drive the fastest or the nice luxurious car and wear all the expensive jewelry and buy up everything you want to buy. You're still not going to be happy within yourself. And what takes you to actually be happy within yourself, fellas, is knowing yourself. And when you know yourself, then you can put out limitations, to different motherfuckers or to whoever come in your life. You already know this shit ain't right, you cut off. This shit, oh yeah, cut off. And you ain't got no worry in the world. You ain't got no problem behind it. Because you don't give a fuck. And that's how you fellas should be going forward, And shouts out to Dr.Dre, for finding his happiness. I congratulate every man or any woman or anyone in life that finds their happiness, But at the same time, these are things you're supposed to recognize in your younger years so you can be ready for your older years, and it can be even better. You can live a lot longer, less stress, and that's what it is, fellas. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's that real shit, man. When y'all coming in this motherfucker, hit the like buttons, man. When y'all leaving out this bitch, hit the like buttons. Go join that Patreon. Like, share, and subscribe. I always like, share, and subscribe. Share this shit. I don't give a fuck. It's that game, man. But like I was saying, man, my little bro, man, that dude, I'm like, what the fuck, man? He ain't listening to nothing, man. I'm like, damn, then come find out. And I meant to say that too. Then come find out when we was talking about this, when I was actually, giving him the knowledge and the actual wisdom on what he's supposed to be doing to go forward so he won't have to get yammed up fucking with this bitch, Come find out, she already had him on child support before, but she took him off. Like, she actually went fouled on him and did everything, took him off, When they broke up the first time, he ended up moving off, getting him a little apartment, but he ended up going back. But when he moved off, fellas, check this out. When he moved off, he only had one baby by her. The first time they broke up, he moved off. He moved away. He only had one. And when I got a hold of him, started giving him that game, I told him, stay there. You at one, stay there. Keep it like that. Keep pushing. She kicked you out. We know why you kicked. He tried to minimize, and justify why she bitch up there fucking and sucking like it ain't shit. She eating pussy and she sucking dick. Fucking with motherfuckers at her job the whole time and shit. And he found out. He tells one of my other brothers. But they, he tried not to bring it to me because they don't like the harsh truth. Motherfuckers don't like to hear the harsh truth and what's real. Because it puts a mirror up in their face on what the fuck they need to do. And a lot of people don't want to take that initiative and take that step to actually do what they supposed to do to get out of certain situations. Weak. I'm just keeping it real. Motherfuckers be weak. They be scared to walk away and be scared to lose what they are attached to. And he went right, and then she threatened him. After she got done having her fun, motherfucker ain't taking it serious, probably getting pumped and dumped, skeeted on, fuckers kicked it to the curb, we done with you. Now she in the phase. And mind you this, when they first broken up, they was broken up for like 8 months, And I don't know, probably a little longer, probably a little less. I don't know. They was broken up for a little bit. She wanted him back. I told him, don't do it, man. Don't do it. You got one son. Don't. I'm like, what? Why you? He said, man, I think that she'd be the type to be tripping now. I think she'd type to be, will try to do this and do that, try to lace me up with child. She'd be the type to try to hit me like this. I'm like, hold on. If you know this about her, you sleeping with her, so obviously you know it. You telling me this, right? So if you know these things about her, go and block that shit. Beat her to the punch. And go get the joint custody. Beat her. You got a good job. You got your own little apartment, whatever. You got one child. Right? This is y'all only child. So go and do that. She threatened him with it. This is what I was told. If she threatened him if he don't come back, if they don't get back together, because he was more so, man, I know what you do. I know too much about you. I already know what you've been out here doing. I ain't fucking with you. If you don't come back, I'm going to put you on child support type shit. She blackmailed him and gave him an ultimatum. He fell for the shit, right? Went back. When he went back, this is what I'm hearing from, people in my family, like, hey, real, you didn't know that she already had him on this shit before. I'm like, what? I didn't know this. He didn't tell me this. The second breakup, see, he didn't tell me this. He didn't tell me all this shit was already happening. He tried to keep it away from me, hide it up on the rug or whatnot. Sweep that shit on the rug. She blackmailed him coming back. He went back to her and had 2 more kids by her. Now he put himself in a deeper hole. Now they broken up again. Now I'm officially done with her now. I found out. I caught her out fucking with this dude. She was sitting in the car with him and this and that. But he's telling other people that. He's not telling me. He's not, and it's weird, like this crazy. It's weird. You got a person who knows this shit, a person who can actually help get you through this shit. But you hide it from me and go around my back and talk to my other cousins and brothers. These are simps, like known simps. He go tell it to them, but it gets back to me anyway. I don't get it. When you could have directly came to me. Weird shit, weak ass, soft ass shit. That's how I be, man. So I know what go on out here, Phil. I know some of y'all got family members like that, or friends or whatever, man. They try to sweep shit under the rug, minimize it, try to make it look like it ain't bigger than what it is. And they out here getting street walk, dog walk, like bitches. Out here getting treated dirty as a motherfucker. But they try to minimize it and act like that these ain't, no, it ain't happening, it ain't like that. Yeah, it is like that. But they'll keep it away from you because they know you know the game. They know you can actually help them when they don't want to get help. So when a motherfucker don't want to get help, push their ass to the side, let them drizzle, let them drown in a lake full of them alligators. They get ate up. They'll come out that motherfucker, one day, right? But yeah, y'all coming in here, hit the like button, y'all. I'm getting ready to end this motherfucking live stream. Until next time, y'all already know what it is. Go and join the Patreon. It's up and it's lit. Go join the other social media sites on there. Get ready for my reactions and shit. I'm putting that together, Go fuck with my Rumble. Get ready to join my Rumble. I'm getting ready to put the link up to my Rumble up there just as well. Because they say Rumble is straight up raw and uncensored. Way better than Patreon. Like, ain't no Me Too, ain't no canceling, ain't none of that. I'm really great let loose on Rumble, man. It's going down like a motherfucker when I get over on Rumble and post that up, man. But yeah, man. Like, share, subscribe when you coming in and when you're going out. And much love to everybody that came in and showed me some love. Holla.